Why, hello there, everybody. Welcome you back to the Den Fireworks. In today's video, we to be hanging out with Redneck Bubba, and we're going to be sharing some of that moonshine with Sunwing Fireworks. Now, this here can only be made up of 6 shells, but, they might be Bubba loaded ones, so they might be really good. On the box, we don't have a list of any of the effects, but we can see that the shells are labeled through the side panel. I really like the Sunwing shells that I have tried in the past. So when I saw this 6-pack for sale, I was like, you know what? Let's try out some more. Their Make It Rain cans are still my absolute favorite willows that are out there. So we have a nice heavy duty fiberglass mortar in here with Redneck Bubba on it. And he's got his jug of Sunwing moonshine. He's got a couple beers left out over there. He's got his shotgun ready to go. But we're going to use HDPE mortars. And taking the shells out, I like that these are all wrapped with the Redneck Bubba. So if we bought a case of these, we could break them down and still know what we have for shells without any extra labeling. We do have a nice easy read in here that this is red and blue plus purple green peony. So that sounds like it's going to be a double break. We've got red to white strobe and blue peony. Ooh, nice red, white, and blue shell. We have red wave with crackle and white strobe. Red wave with white strobe and time rain. And looking down there, we do actually have numbers on them, and I've been reading them in reverse. So I'll be loading these in the reverse order of how I've just read them out. We have brocade crown and gold crown. And last but not least, gold willow and red with white strobe. We don't have the annoying plastic top on these. I like that. So let's get these loaded up into a 6-shot rack, and I'll show you how I've used them in just a second. And looking at these shells, yeah, I am going with the R double break because these 6-inch cans really do not have much space up there. I am removing all of the wraps because it's just a lot less trash on the next day. And this is the reason that they sometimes put the plastic tops on, because you get the fuse held and it's always going to be upright. Taking the wrap off these ones, the fuse is not taped down again. So if you just grab the fuse, it's upside down. Now, obviously, that looks wrong if you go to load it. But if you have somebody loading them who doesn't know what they're doing, they might get confused. So just make sure you keep the top on the up and the bottom on the bottom. All right, here we have the Redneck Bubba shells all fused up. I'm using one of the 6-shot unspaced racks that I built. And I am using the 18-second a foot medium cannon fuse, the orange stuff. I find this normally works good with the demos. With double breaks, it might be a little fast. But we're going to find out, and let's see how Bubba runs now that he has that shotgun cocked and loaded. Thanks, everyone. Redneck Bubba. Redneck Bubba.